uliko, hali yako vipi, unaendeleaje kokote uliko? Hujambo na karibu tena sana hapa kwenye Same Room. Hapa kwa ni mahali ambapo tunasema we incubate hope, we feed our hope as we starve our fears and our insecurities. Hilo ina maana ya kwamba tuko hapa kujenga mazingira ambayo yanatujenga na kutuinua kwa kila namna, ama ukipenda kwa hali na mali na kwa mapana na marefu. Kwa hivyo kokote uliko ningependa kukaribisha hapa. Leo na siku zote nafahamika kama Ruth Ngatia. Ila kabla tujaendelea mtazamaji, ningependa kukukumbusha, remember to subscribe, remember to share and remember to like. Wakati ambapo una share, unamsaidia mwenzako ambaye yuko mahali pengine, ili tuweze kufanya nini? Kueneza ujumbe, kueneza imani. Kokote uliko. Kumbuka hapa ni Same Room again, ambapo we feed our hope as we starve our fears and our insecurities. Na hilo ningependa kukaribisha kwa tena, na usisahau hayo yote ambayo tumeweza kuzungumza siku ya leo. Na ningependa kukufahamisha kuna jambo ambalo ningependa tuweze kulizungumzia kwa siku ya leo, ambapo namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu ametupa nafasi nyingine, ametupa fursa nyingine kuja hapa ili tuweze kujengana na kuinuana kiroho, kwa sababu tunapituko katika jamii ambayo kuna mambo mengi ambayo yanatendeka katika jamii, na lazima tuweze kucommunicate, tuweze to share, kwa sababu tunasema a problem that is shared is a problem that is half solved. Ushaona? Na ningependa leo tuweze kuangazia swala lazima la betrayal. Unajua kukataliwa ni jambo ambalo linatendeka katika jamii, ni jambo la kawaida. Na unajua unaweza kataliwa mahali pako pa kazi, unaweza kataliwa na mpenzi wako, unaweza kataliwa kwa mambo mengi, ila lazima baada hilo kutendeka kuna mambo ambayo tunafaa kwa tukiyafanya. Na hilo sitaweza kuzungumza nikiwa peke yangu. Tunaye Joe Wisdom ambaye ni mwandishi, ni pastor, ni baba, ni kila kitu. Yeye ni ana ujuzi mwingi, yeye ni mweledi wa mambo mengi. Atakuwa akijitambulisha ili tuweze kusukuma gurudumu la siku ya leo.
Yes, asante sana
Karibu.
Ruth, and nimefurahia sana kuwa in the same room.
Na mimi nimefurahia sana kama umeweza kurudi.
Yes. Na nikaribishe mtazamaji wetu, nikwambie welcome to the Wisdom Center, and you are in the same room. So nimefurahia ile kazi unafanya Ruth.
Asante.
Na nakwambia kwamba kuna maisha ya watu wengi ambao itabadilika, na ambayo inaendelea kubadilika kwa sababu ya kile ambacho unatuletea. So I want to encourage our viewers, please feel free to share, subscribe and continue encouraging others. Kile ambacho unakisikia, pengine wewe unaweza sikia kama umeovercome, lakini kuna mtu mwingine na ni rafiki yako ambao pengine anapitia kile ambacho wewe ushakishinda. So feel free to share and to talk to your neighbors. Send the link to someone. Let them watch, let them get help. Inakuwa vizuri sana wakati umesikia kwamba mtu akisema nilisaidika kwa sababu kuna clip ulinitumia na nikasikiza, nikatoka kwa depression na I'm healed. So thank you for having me.
Karibu sana na asanti sana kwa kuweza kutenga muda wako ili uje hapa tuweze kuzungumza na jamii, tuweze kuzungumza na watu. Sababu kweli ni kwamba umesema kuna kitu ambacho mimi nimekipitia nika overcome, but my friend, my neighbor out there hajaweza ku overcome. So how about we share? How about we like? How about we comment? And how about we subscribe? Ile wakati ambapo tunaweka makala mapya unapata hiyo notification ama vipi? So, Joe, tunazungumza you're talking about betrayal.
Yes.
And ningependa you help us understand.
Yes.
What do we mean by betrayal?
Yeah. Betrayal is a very wide and a very big word. Na betrayal ni kubwa in this way that we relate with people. Na mahali popote ambapo unarelate na watu, lazima hiyo word betrayal ikuje.
Ukweli.
Because hakuna mtu malaika. Na even if people are angels, even angels can betray you. Nikikurudisha nyuma kidogo, kuna wakati Yesu alikuwa na cabinet yake. Na Yesu akiwa na cabinet alikuwa na the 12 disciples who happened to be apostles later. Now, imagine even in that cabinet there was a betrayer.
Imagine.
I'm coming now to define the Son of God. Na hii kitu haijaanza sahi. Still during creation, after God created the earth, can I tell you, the devil, do you know the devil was an angel, but he betrayed God.
God himself.
The devil literally betrayed God. And that is how he was dropped from heaven. So what we are talking about, betraying is like being disloyal. By a simple definition, betraying is being disloyal or going against the expectation of another. We might be friends, and I feel like as a friend, this is not how you're supposed to treat me.
To relate with me.
To relate with me. You know, mimi nikiwa na nafasi huwa nakusaidia. Wakati mimi nitahitaji usaidizi, pengine ukose kunisaidia nikijua ya kwamba uko na ule usaidizi ambao nilikuwa natafuta. Hiyo ni betrayal. Kuna betrayal dimension ya wale ambao wako katika doa ama mahusiano. Mahali ambapo mtu anasikia ya kwamba this person lied to me in relationship. This person alienda nje ya doa yetu. What people call away matches. Huyu mtu alicheza nje. You see? Alitembea. So and you feel better. There's also betrayal of friendship, where people feel like I told you this secret of my life. I gave you this as my weakness. I became vulnerable to you. But again, wewe ukaona ikiwa opportunity ya kwenda kuambia watu wengine. So story zangu zenye nilikuambia in confidence, nikazisikia huko nje watu wakiniuliza ati nilisikia. So betrayal comes in different versions.
In very many dimensions.
Yes.
Lakini tulipokuwa tukizungumza kabla tujaingia hapa mtazamaji, tulikuwa na mawasiliano kidogo.
Yes.
Najua ukaweza kusema kuna sometimes betrayal is for the better and
yes.
sometimes
yes.
betrayal is not for our best.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Betrayal sometimes huwa inakuja. Let me tell you something. Betrayal on the other side, it can be an undoing, and it can also be a good thing that should be received positively. Actually, a philosopher once said that what happens to us is 10%. 90% is how we react to it.
Exactly.
So, kile ambacho hututendekea ni kidogo sana, lakini vile huwa tuna react. Kuna mtu atakuwa betrayed na remain pale. Kuna mtu atakuwa na hata sometimes betrayal inakujaga kwa mawazo, not in the real sense. In real life haiko, lakini wewe kwa mawazo yako, kwa sababu uko na expectation. There are those expectations that you have. So when we were discussing that earlier, we said that sometimes betrayal literally comes to expose people. Because Ruth, you cannot expect milk from a starving cow.
Exactly.
People, the values of people, the cultures of people. Let me give you an example of a betrayal in marriage. A man approaches a woman and they agree to come together as husband and wife. But this man, the culture of this man, we know, like some of our religions, some of our cultures, allows them to marry a second wife and a third wife. Now, the value of the woman doesn't allow that. So that woman will interpret this man marrying a second wife or a third wife as betrayal.
Exactly.
But is it really betrayal from the other person?
No.
It's not. He's basically being himself. So betrayal comes with sometimes expectation and value systems and cultures. So you can read betrayal from a certain culture, which is not betrayal to another culture. Number two, when we talk about betrayal, we are talking about something that happens to reveal the kind of a person you are dealing with. There are people who are very good when they are broke. There are people who are very good, very faithful when they have nothing. But when they get to a place of authority, a place they have power, where they are financially stable possibly, where they have a job, those people are different people totally. So you might feel like because you met this person when he was jobless, and I have had that in many relationships, this person alikuwa mzuri nini wakati alipata kazi akabadilika. No, he never changed.
That was his.
That was him. It only came to expose the person. So some of the things that comes as betrayal, they are literally things that come to tell us the kind of people we are dealing with. Because we have people who have this challenge. People who are so trusting. So trusting. You will trust anybody. When you see somebody telling you I slept hungry.
Can you imagine? Unaweza kumhurumia.
You see? When you realize that this person, you see, there are even people on our streets who pretend they are crippled. And in the evening, somehow you find them gathering whatever they had and walking away. Yet that person positioned the leg as if he's crippled, he's disabled. Ukipata akikusanya vitu zake aende, you feel betrayed because kuna siku pengine ulimsaidia. You see? So betrayal sometimes make you wiser. It makes you now know how to deal with different people. It makes you do also your visibility study when it comes to relationships. Sometimes it is not possible to know how that person is before you interact with them. But when you have been betrayed, we say that once bitten, twice shy. You have some reservations. Even if you are helping someone, there are some things that you'll consider before help. You'll ask some questions. You'll interrogate. You don't just do things emotionally. You don't just fall in love with a man emotionally just because he's too good. You don't just fall in love with a lady emotionally just because she is too cute. She's so beautiful. You can marry a beautiful trouble. You need to interrogate these ideas so that by the time, if you are betrayed from a point of knowledge, you not blame anyone. You blame yourself. You say, I expected it. There are people who are betrayed and say, I knew it. I knew at some point it will happen. Yes, thank you. That one doesn't hurt. Yeah. I was warned about this person, but anyway.
I saw it, like
even us as pastors, we are betrayed. We are betrayed. Sometimes you'll get someone who will come and tell you, I have this problem, I have this challenge, and you work with that person immediately, and they promise you so many things. They promise you so many things, even in ministry. I will be doing this, I will be doing this. At some point, let me tell you, let me just be vulnerable at this point. You find someone who is very down, and you begin a walk with them. And you talk to them, you build them, you know. Sometimes you even invest in them. You can even pay a cost for them. But when it gets to some point, that person feels like he has outgrown you. He has outgrown you. Now he is looking for another place that is his class. Yeah, right now you are not his class. He is going to another class.
They can't do you no more.
Yeah, there are people. Allow me to say this. There are people who began with their pastors when they are very down. And that pastors kept on praying with them, encouraging them. You know, sometimes they were desperate. And when God began blessing them, when money started flowing in their lives, they even bought a car. They even say that the church where we fellowship, there's no parking. My car is not safe. So betrayal is everywhere. Betrayal is everywhere.